Fuck me. Kristina be back with another mile-long novel today that's probably 2 really long run-on sentences. I ain't read this shit yet. I like to do blind reactions to this hoe. So let's see what her lonely, lame ass be crying about this morning. Let's see what lies she tell and what excuses she makes. Also, let's see how she tell on herself. That's my predictions. Slap me silly and call me Miss Cleo.
Leona, you don't have friends. You have past, present, and future victims.
Sure, Jan.
Oh no, Kristina said this shit, so it must be true. She the all-knowing Dalai Lama of Leona. She a certified Leona expert. I bet right now, Leona developing a whole complex about this shit and she think it's true. She probably questioning her whole life now and every choice she's ever made. Kristina's psychological warfare definitely be getting in her head and making her paranoid about her life, I'm sure. I mean, cause it's not like you haven't been repeating the same stupid, played out shit for over 2 years now or anything. Eventually it will get to her, ho. Keep repeating yourself like the dusty mite-infested parrot you is.
People you only call when you need something.
Oh, is that so? Ha 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 ha. And I'm guessing her friends told you this. What exactly does she need from these people? I mean, you should know since you clearly interviewed all her friends and be knowing why she calls them.
People you lie to, people you use, people you collect evidence on for when you need someone to blame for your own crazy, people who don't know who you really are.
I told y'all, that entire thing was one sentence, separated by a bunch of commas. Good lord, this hoe can't pass a 3rd grade literacy test. Anyway, let's break that down. What's she lying about? What is she using people for? What kind of evidence does she be collecting on these people? Where is she blaming anyone for her own crazy? Ho, enough with the generalized statements. Back up all your claims with proof. Show us where any of this happened. Tell us what the lies are. Instead of saying, do, bitch. You know, since you know her so well and all. This hoe ain't never had a private conversation with this bitch but thinks she know her better than she know herself. Fucking creepy shit, but I bet her friends are also going to start getting paranoid now too. They going to start thinking they being lied to because some faceless coward, troll, asshole who never talked to the bitch be saying it on the internet, so it must be true. Clearly, the bitch who be hiding behind an account called Burgundy Blue who refused to take a link knows her better than her own friends do. It's worth the last 3,938,283,827 times you tried this. Ho! It's pretty obvious you ain't one of her past friends like you pretend to be. Give it up already. We all know you never talked to this bitch. Actually, I take that back. Keep this shit up. It's too funny and give me something to clown on you for. Watching your ass desperately try to convince the 3 psychotic fucks who actually read this pathetic shit is pure comedy gold. None of her friends pay attention to your stupid ass. Someone call up Comedy Central and get this bitch her own show already.
You pit your own friends against each other like you've done in this community and to your own family.
Oh, is that so? Which friends has she, quote, pit against each other? Can you give us at least one example of that? Please, do tell.
You create chaos wherever you go and with whomever you meet.
Ha 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 ha. Oh, really? So now you is following this bitch around and taking notes of everywhere she go and everyone she meet? Can you draw us a map? Tell us more about this chaos she be causing everywhere she go. I don't know about y'all, but it sound more like she be describing her friend, the purple skank here. This hoe really think if she write this shit on a community post, people is going to believe it. I mean, fresh start. The wrong one. Kristina has been so credible so far. She has backed up everything she has said with hard facts and receipts. My question is, why wouldn't you believe this hoe at this point?
Your smear campaigns started a decade ago, dummy. You're greedy. Grief series, where you collected and put out fake evidence on your own family. The same old one-sided stories you tell about everyone here, leaving out what you've done to them.
Good grief, the human ovary be cycling back to the grief series for the 10 quadrillionth time. Shocker? I told y'all this the other day. This time she added a new twist though, so I'll give her credit where it's due. Now it's she put out, quote,
fake evidence.
So you telling me this bitch sat there and wrote all these emails back and forth to herself? Wow, that's amazing. You are a dumb fuck for real. It ain't that hard to collect emails, you idiot. They kind of just sit in your inbox. Genius. Since you know so much about this hoe's life, why don't you tell us the, quote, other side of the story instead of just saying it? What did she do to these people? Please, enlighten us, hoe. I'm sure you have proof to back up what you're saying. just like you never do. We'll take your word for it. You wrote it on YouTube. It's the God's honest truth. Facts. 100, 100, 100, right? Fresh start? Can't wait for this hoe's next comment or post about how she not fresh start and how fresh start always get brought up when she is busted in something. This hoe be more predictable than the sun at this point.
Poor Leona, always the victim. You need attention so bad that you hate whoever is getting it.
What did I say at the beginning of this shit? This hoe love telling on herself. Ho, I really think it's you that seems salty and a little jealous about any attention your crush and idol, Leona, be getting. I mean, you always be talking about attention. Seems like an important thing in your life. I mean, you is very invested in the quote, few subs this bitch have left. You is always talking about them and trying to convince all 8 of them that she's a horrible person. You also seem jealous of her friends. If this post don't scream that shit, I don't know what do. It's like you want her subs and friends' attention. It's like you is starved for that shit. Your whole page is proof of how deprived you be. Your brain be emaciated from the lack of attention in your life. That's why you go back and edit your posts and tag people. You are fiending for some attention from someone. Anyone who will give it to you. Remember the other day when you went back and edited your post hours after you posted it to tag B Fergs in it? That's someone who be begging for attention. You see how that work, ho? I don't just make claims. I actually show how your desperate, deprived ass be acting and doing things in an attempt to garner some attention. I can bring up more examples if you'd like. You should learn how to do that too, instead of just making baseless claims and expecting people to take your untrustworthy word for it. You made a lot of false claims in this post, ho, but where's the proof or examples of anything you say? Do I have to teach your ass everything? Now sit the fuck down like a good little student and take notes, bitch.
You keep everyone looking at somebody else because you know if they took 1 minute to pay attention to you, they would see right through you.
Holy shit, Leona controlling all these grown-ass people on the internet. What kind of voodoo or Jedi mind tricks she be doing to keep all 8 of these strangers so hypnotized that she can stop them from looking at her? That shit be amazing. I hope one day that bitch do a DIY Jedi mind tricks video and teach us how she can stop people from all over the world from looking at shit all the way from her little house in New York. That bitch have some fucking superhuman, supernatural powers. She a regular old Harry Potter. Abracadabra bitches. I need to learn that shit. I want to stop my boss from seeing me watching YouTube at my desk. I mean, clearly, people can only look at one thing. It's not like they have their own minds or own free will or anything. They all be hypnotized into watching the purple hoe. Can you show me the video where this hypnosis occurred? I need to see this shit.
You're a sellout.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
If Alicia, Befugs, and Purple Rain compared notes and texts, their opinions that don't matter now would be completely different about you.
Once again.
What are you talking about, man?
First off, who the fuck takes notes on YouTube? Fucking weirdo bitch, telling on herself again. Anyway, this a strange thing to say after just earlier in this post saying,
You pit your own friends against each other.
It sounds like you be the one who want to see that shit happen. In fact, that seems to be your whole purpose here. You've been trying to pit her against her friends for over 2 years now. Keyword, trying, but you fail every time. Ho, you really love to tell on yourself. Again, saying shit like this just shows your jealousy towards the fact she have long-term, loyal friendships with people. I'm sorry to hear you don't have that in your own life. Maybe you can borrow one of that chainsaw hoe's beanie babies. Or talk to the dust bunnies that definitely be piled up to the ceiling at this point in your mama's dusty basement.
I dare them to find out the truth about you.
Black double dog dare ya!
Well, since you care so much and know the quote, truth, why don't you just get it over with and tell these hoes already? Why you making these bitches work? I mean, you clearly care and is so worried about their well-being. Why is you gatekeeping the truth? Share your secrets, Trump. I mean, what kind of psycho hold on to such important information for the entire years? Put your fucking cape on already so you can swoop in and save the day. Clearly, you know Leona better than her own friends do. If you really cared, you'd help these people before they get their lives destroyed by this hoe. I'm sure you, the person who's never talked to her privately, know her better than the people she talked to daily. Kristina, you is nuttier than a payday bar.
You've tried to make out everyone to be the worst person on YouTube.
Oh shit, everyone? Every single. person on YouTube is the worst person on YouTube? How exactly does that work? In order to be the worst, it would mean others have to be bad, but not as bad. The worst is saved for the baddest. How can everyone be the worst? Well, anyway, that'd be funny cause it's like you be telling on yourself again. You the one who's trying, and I use the term trying with great emphasis to make her look like the worst. But you is failing miserably. And FYI, no one really need to try and make the purple skank look like the worst person on YouTube. She do a pretty good job of that all by herself. Anyway, can I ask what the fuck these two faces is for? They don't make sense here.
Because you are the worst friend, mother, daughter, sister, niece, cousin, etc.
Ouch. Sick burn. Leona definitely going to be getting a complex now. I bet she in hysterics. You're such a fucking clown. Do you really think she give a fuck what your faceless, voiceless, keyboard gangster pussy-ass think of her? Ha 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 ha. I bet she don't, ho. I think for the millionth time in this post, you is telling on yourself.
And you want everyone to feel like you do.
Ho, wipe that dirty mirror down already and take a long hard look in it. For fuck's sake, your unrequited anger towards a woman who you never had a personal conversation with is diabolical. You really need help. This hoe ain't never done shit to you. This is a kind of boredom I ain't never seen the likes of before in my life. There has to be a bingo hall around you in Vermont. Maybe a local chapter of Stalkers Anonymous or something. Join a pickleball team. Oh wait, you need a partner for that. Never mind. Find something, ho. Go get a speed bag and some boxing gloves. Take your anger and insecurities out on that shit cause this shit towards a complete stranger whose videos you electively force yourself to watch is next level creepy at this point.
Your projection doesn't trigger me.
Sure, Jan.
Once again, thou doth protest too much. Nothing says I'm not triggered like actually having to say I'm not triggered. I mean, why do you have to tell us you is not triggered? If you wasn't triggered, we'd be able to see it without you telling us. I mean, you do seem a wee bit triggered in this post. The name-calling, lying, making shit up, and pure vitriol that you wrote in the 3 run-on sentences above this don't scream triggered in the least. We believe you. You and your friend, Karma Dog Face, both be obsessed with that word. You both actively try to trigger people, tag them in your posts, and then when they react, you call them triggered. When you get the reaction and response you relentlessly beg for, you then try to act the victim, and then claim you're not triggered when clearly that isn't the case. It's the oldest troll trick in the book. You both fall for it every fucking time too. No one care if you're triggered or not, to be honest. Okay, I lied. I care. I care because I like to laugh at your triggered reactions. But not many other people care, as evidenced by the fact that no one read or comment on either of your posts.
It validates every person you've done the same exact thing to.
That's great. I'm glad a bunch of psychos got validation. Where should we send their trophies and certificates of validation? Literally no one care if the purple hoe, the cross-eyed life roach, Leona's alligator-armed sister-in-law, or whatever other trainwreck human you're referring to feels validation. Literally no one. Anyway, this was a good one, blue balls. Good reads to go along with my morning cup of joe. I appreciate the laughs and seeing that my videos is burning your puckered up butthole a little. It would be rude if I didn't thank you for the laughs. Anyway, that be all for today. This hoe won't address anything. It's only a matter of time until make another one of these pointless posts with a bunch of accusations and no proof to back up what she say. Last week, she was on the Everything Go Lightly cycle. This week, cycle back to the grief series. I predict we finna cycle back to Playboard and subscribers soon. She dropped the monkey channel finally from the rotation once she realized she looked stupid sticking up for an animal abuser. She also dropped Molly Go Hershey. So yeah, I'ma go with a social blade. She bought subs and I'm not Kristina or Fresh Start. I'm making a bingo card for this hoe. Winner gets a sack filled with the purple skank's dirty nail clippings. All you have to do to enter is tell Leona how amazing she is, buy a pair of her Play-Doh earrings, and suck my blue balls. Kristina, go get your mix and get back in your shit and piss clump filled litter box. Until then, blue balls out.